I'm making another no-gather side seam moccasin, and I want to make this look as much like a shoe as possible. So I'm going to make a rounded top line, and I would like that to be lined. So I'm going to take my cement and spread it out. I've got a line here. And here. And you notice that I haven't cut out the top line on the body of the shoe yet. That's because you get a nice clean edge when you cement them 2 layers together and then cut them at the same time. So that's what I'll be doing. And I don't really need to put cement in the center because that is going to be cut out. And then I'll put this contact cement on the lining as well. And here I'll just go around the edge with my non-toxic cement, either Aqualim 315 or Eco Weld from Tandy. So I'll spread this out and then show you aligning them together and cutting out the top line. When the contact cement dried, I adhered these 2 pieces together, and now I'll cut the top line of both pieces at the same time. I'm really pulling here with this left thumb to keep from getting a ragged edge. You have to kind of break a sweat to do a good job of cutting. You have to pull hard and just cut. Don't cut to the tip of your scissors. And kind of pull the line apart as you go. Here's my cut out top line. Now I'm going to add stitch holes, or what I do is stitch slits around the top line so that I can stitch it. I've punched this piece out of the upper part of this moccaSHOE, and then I made slits all the way around the edge. I love these 3 or 4 prong, they're called thonging chisels. Each prong is 1/8 of an inch wide, and the space in between is 1/8 of an inch, and to me that's a perfect distance for doing any stitching on the upper part of a shoe. So that's what I always use. So I went around here and pounded on my thonging chisel. First I drew a line with a wing divider, so I got my slits in a straight line. Then when I got to this rounded part, I used a solitary prong and tried to keep the spacing the same as on this one. So all of this is punched, and I will then start stitching. I've cut about 3.5 times the distance around here of my wax braided thread and put anchored a needle on each end a blunt tipped needle, and so I'm going to even out the lengths and start doing the 2 needle running stitch to stitch this top line. So I'll go into the next hole, next slit, and grab the other end of the thread, pull the thread over to the side so I do not split it into any of the plies, and give it a good tug each time, just right, not too much, not too little. So I'll continue with this until I have the top line stitched.